Coming up this week on Two Noobs, New York City Mayor Eric Adams is ditching the party that ditched him as he runs for re-election. A sign of sanity or a calculated political stunt? Next, President Trump signs an executive order to cut scalpers off at the knees. That's rather graphic imagery, isn't it? Well, anyway, John just wants to go to a concert. People, make it so. Then a new method to slow traffic in a residential area, complete with a bin to put your used barf bags in when you're done. And we close with some jersey selection. We here at Two Noobs shall be the final arbiters about what the four Philly sports teams will wear. And if you don't like it, then that's fine. Start the music. Welcome to episode 236 of Two Noobs Talking. We are with you longer than a Cory Booker sit-in. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
25 hours for what? For who? For what?
Yeah.
That was a better speech.
That's kind of was, actually. Yeah. I mean, honestly.
I set the record for longest. Except there wasn't a filibuster because there was no legislation pending. So.
Grant's an idiot.
Oh.
That's who he's always been.
So basically, he did this for himself.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Big time.
Yeah.
Because he couldn't get in the newspaper any other way.
Well, and the fact that they also posted it proudly on social media was like, really? We're going to go down that road? That's how far down that party is right now? Good grief.
I'm going to go for 25 hours straight because we got nothing better to do in the Senate.
Damn. Still don't have my money.
So I have a question then. If you're talking, can you excuse yourself to go to the bathroom?
No,
or do you
no.
have to keep talking?
Yep. He had to talk continuously.
My understanding was he was fasting prior to.
Oh.
Which, that's my strategy when I go to a sporting event.
Oh yeah. You don't
drink too much, so then I don't have to go to the bathroom.
There you go. Yeah. See.
At least when I'm sitting in a middle of the section. If I'm on the aisle.
Oh yeah, game on.
I had partial season tickets to the Flyers. I made sure to have them on the aisle.
There you go.
So that at a commercial break, I could down to the bathroom, come back up, not miss a beat.
And that was the problem. I remember one year you and I went down, and you went to the seat in the right section, and I went to the seat in the wrong section. You remember that?
Yes, I remember. He went down. He was after the first period, he's like, I'm going to go check out the New Jersey store. So he goes, I'm like, okay. I'm sitting there waiting. Second period starts. I text him. I'm like,
where are you?
Well, 5 minutes goes by in the second period. I'm like, he's taking an awfully long time. So I text him, where are you? He's like, I'm in my seat. And I'm like, the hell you are? And I happen to look over, and he is one section over.
Hi, Steve. Oh,
whoopsie.
Yeah. That was definitely one of those things where I was, definitely was in the wrong spot for sure.
Yeah. And speaking of bad news this week, it seems like we're having this once a week now. Val Kilmer has left us at the age of 65.
Way too soon. Way, 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 way too soon, in my humble opinion. But certainly one of the all-time great actors of our time, gents. Tombstone, of course, Doc Holliday, world famous.
Oh, that's my favorite one of him.
Absolutely. And he did a decent job as Batman. He really did.
He was not the problem with that movie.
He was not the problem with that movie. Yeah.
Definitely not.
Yeah.
Definitely not.
There were many other problems with that movie, but he was not one of them. Thank God.
Correct.
So I could tell he took the role on very, very well, I thought. And, but also God, Ice, the foil of Maverick in the original Top Gun. Are you kidding me? I remember that movie from way back, 1988, I believe. That's when that movie came out.
It's a while ago.
Yeah, long time ago. So,
yeah. So shame he will be missed. Even Tom Cruise gave him a sentimental farewell, which was nice to see.
yeah, in the new Top Gun movie. Yeah.
Despite being the heel to his big
Yes.
Top Gun.
Yeah.
All right, let me introduce people. Again, you guys are together, so I don't have no idea where to
I'm
point.
over here.
One of you,
I'm right
one
here.
of you is.
I'm right here. Hi.
I'm technically pointing to you, Matt,
Oh, okay.
on my screen.
Oh, there you go.
Technically pointing to John on this screen. Anyway, this
Now you're just
guy
dancing.
who's yeah, right. I've got Jungle Territory, John Tracy. I've got Make a Fist, Matt Craig. In the middle, I am Stuff It Up Your Cake Holes.
Nice. I can see how this is going to go.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh,
It's
my.
Friday night, I'm ornery.
Yeah.
It's-
6
right,
minutes
so-
into the podcast. What the hell?
Ugh. All right, so I got a good one for you here.
Go for it.
A partner of mine
Mhm.
showed me last week that Pennsylvania has on the books a statute forbidding fortune telling. And
Really?
I want to read you the law because it's quite hilarious.
Please.
Oh, let's do
Please.
it.
Because I'm sure this was brought about very long ago and has not been updated in quite some time.
You have to get the
So-
date. Do you have the date of this thing or no?
I do not have the date. I have it's
Oh,
Title
man.
18, Section 7104,
Okay.
fortune telling.
Okay.
Section A, offense defined. Okay, ready?
Okay. Yep.
A person is guilty of a misdemeanor of the 3rd degree if he pretends for gain or lucre to tell fortunes or predict future events by cards, tokens, the inspection of the head or hands of any person.
Ooh.
So I guess feet are okay.
Yeah.
Or by the age of anyone, or by consulting the movements of the heavenly bodies, or in any other matter, or for gain or lucre, pretends to effect any purpose by spells, charms, necromancy, or incantation, or advises the taking or administering of what are commonly called love powders or potions, or
Oh.
prepares the same to be taken or administered, or publishes by card, circular, sign, newspaper, or other means that he can predict future events, or for gain or lucre pretends to enable anyone to get or to recover stolen property,
Wow.
or to tell where lost property is, or to stop bad luck, or to give good luck, or to put bad luck on a person or animal, or to stop or injure the business or health of a person or shorten his life, or to give success in business, enterprise, speculation, and games of chance, or to win the affection of a person, or to make one person marry another, or to induce a person to make or alter a will, or to tell where money or other property is hidden, or to tell where to dig for treasure, or to make a person to dispose of property in favor of another.
Oh my
Period.
What period? Wow.
Why the hell didn't Letitia James throw that statute at Trump? That would have made more sense.
Right? I mean, gee whiz.
By the time I got to the end of that, I forgot what we were doing.
That would have been her hope, too.
So, okay, so my initial review of that, I thought for sure the beginning part of that whole law was definitely had like some 1750s, 1760s vibe. But when we got into
Yeah.
the love potions,
That's where they found cocaine.
yeah, that's when,
That's when we found cocaine in Mexico
Absolutely.
and brought it back.
Yeah, exactly. And that was definitely 20th century. So yeah.
Yeah.
So it almost had it. So it must have been like maybe an addendum in there somewhere. That
Are
was
you telling me there weren't love potions in the 1800s? Come on. I mean, I got to believe people were believing.
I would probably think like probably by the 1830s there probably was. So I wouldn't be, that probably wouldn't be a long shot. You had some quacks out there. Why not? You
Oh,
know?
yeah.
I mean,
Here's
who
some
knows?
castor oil. And now you're in love.
Yeah, exactly.
Rub this on your eye.
And
Oh, how come I'm blind? I can't see.
Doesn't matter. I got my.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. You're fine.
I
Temporary side
obtained
effect.
I obtained my lucre from you, so it's all good.
Oh my goodness.
That's the part that's like 1750. It's
Yeah.
Like you couldn't just say money.
Yeah.
Like money.
Lucre.
And by the way, Section C, any person whose fortune may have been told shall be a competent witness against the person charged with violating this section.
There you go.
So you are competent to testify regardless of your state of mind if you have had your fortune told.
Nice. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's so funny. Great find, dude.
America.
Great find. Yeah.
America.
Yep.
All right. Well, let's get to our fun fact.
Let's do it.
I have to stall.
No, we're good.
No, we're all good.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, we're good.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Well, we have a sponsor. I do have to read.
Yes,
Yep.
please.
So
do.
visit Dubby Energy Drinks because they sponsor the segments. Dubby.gg is the website, or you can download the app to your phone. Use our promo code Too Noobs Talking. That's TOONOO BZZ Talking. Matt throws it down there because I apparently am incomprehensible when I talk.
That's fine.
You get 10% off your order. Are you feeling fruity?
Yes,
all
always.
the time. Are you kidding me? Come on.
Yeah.
All right.
Especially right now.
Fruity.
Yeah, well, you guys like Top Gun, so.
I do not like
Dubby-
Scientology, but yes, top.
Dubby now has the mango orange cream can bundle. You get 2 cans of mango orange cream ready to drink, 1 tub of mango orange cream powder, 1 yellow Dubby smiley shaker, and most importantly, those 3 Dubby stickers. Only 20 bundles in total were made. Okay.
Wow.
So jump on this immediately, people. You get $5.50 off the $55 price with our promo code.
Yep.
John, hit us up with the fun fact, if you will,
Okay.
without lucre or gain.
Yes. Well, it's kind of about numbers, so it might be some gain. But there is no number if you spell them out until you get to the number 1,000 that has an A in it.
I knew that.
I know you knew that. I did not. That's why I'm.
Well, that's
spreading
why
it
it's
out
the
to the
W
world.
Energy
Yes.
Drink fun fact. That's right.
Well, now I want Matt to actually count them out in his head to verify.
1, 2, 3, 4.
We're going to be here a
Good,
while.
All right, we're
good
done.
so far.
We're done.
Yeah. 37.
30, 1,000. Yeah, I'll buy it.
Yeah. That's great. Oh my gosh.
All right. Well, Mr. Matt has the over 40 rant for us. So while he's counting in his head, he will also have to multitask and give us his rant for the week.
12, 13. Oh, sorry. Yeah, the rant I have is this weather change. What the hell? I don't mind the temperatures. It's nice to get a taste of spring, but my God, this is one of the reasons why I really don't like spring all that much, because it could go from 70 down to 40 up
It's not
here
summer.
like that, and it's so fast, and it just, as I have aged, gentlemen, I could tell
Turned
you
into a pussy.
I can tell you, shut up over there. I can tell you that it does not get any easier the older you get. You feel it in your bones. And you really feel it in your bones down in there.
I don't know why he did that. I'm uncomfortable. I'm going to hold the help sign up.
Yeah. Call the police.
I don't like this.
I will
whole
not
up
put
and
the lotion
down.
in the basket. That's all I'm doing. It's not happening.
It puts the lotion on. Brushes. I'm going to completely disagree with you. I like the fact that it's warm during the day, but it gets cool at night, because I hate in the summertime when it's like
Stinking
80
hot.
and you're
Yeah.
like, oh,
Yeah,
okay.
you can't get to sleep.
And then it goes down to 78
Yeah.
and you're like, this
And
is
the air
not-
conditioner is still pumping out
Yeah.
all the Freon. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Poisoning your home. It's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm ecstatic that it was close to 70 today. I got to open the windows, and tonight it will go down to 40, so I can sleep with the covers on.
It'll be
There you
cold.
go.
It'll be cold.
It'll be a little cold.
good.
Yeah.
So I don't know what you really are the old man yelling at the
I am
cloud.
the old
The
man
only
yelling at
thing
crowd
I would-
proudly.
I would agree with you with is I work outside, of course,
Mhm.
and no sun for 3 days in a row. Like, come on. Like, you could do better than that, East
Yeah.
Coast. Like, give me a little bit. Like, I can't just get a peek.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, it's
if
just
you've
windy and
watched-
cold. Okay.
Okay.
If you watch the weather pattern, it's
Yeah.
stretched from here like all the
Oh,
way
yeah.
down.
Oh,
So
yeah.
it's just one of those. You just came up at the wrong time.
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
Oh well.
Yeah.
You should have checked the weather before you planned your trip.
If only.
if only.
Yeah.
Well, so does a weatherman qualify as a fortune teller?
I would say so.
I'd have to.
We
I'd have to
should
look
put
at that
them
log
all
up.
in jail right now. Every one of them. I'm tired of them. All of them.
I'm sure we could interpret that law in some way. To make
We replaced
think
you
so.
with this. Go away.
Not like that's more accurate.
It's definitely not, but I trust this more than a weatherman.
Not a weatherman. That's right. That's right.
Oh boy.
It'll at least be like, oops, I'm sorry. I said it was going to rain at 1. Now it's 6.
Now it's 6 o'clock.
All right, nice.
Rain expected to continue for the next few hours. How long is a few?
It depends on how many times you refresh.
Right.
Oh, goodness.
Yes. All right. Let's move on to topic 1 then. Speaking of refresh, I don't know.
Rock and roll.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense to me.
No.
Anyway, so Mayor Eric Adams of up there in the land of
Great state of
sports
New
teams
York.
that we don't like.
That land of 1,000. Well, no, that's not the land of 1,000.
No,
No, I think that
he's
was-
New York
yeah.
City. You're
Yeah.
stretching it to state.
I try
Yeah.
and swing and miss.
Well, because we're actually like on the like meter. Eric Adams is, and I don't have the range, but Eric Adams is here, and Kathy Hochul,
Oh,
who's the
gone.
state of New York, is like,
Yeah. That's
How far do you want to go?
under
I
my
got it.
shoe, and then my shoe gets buried, and it gets dug up, and it gets thrown in the ocean, and
Yeah.
the whale takes it all the way down
Yeah.
to the very bottom.
Yeah,
That's where she is.
that's where she
Right.
is. Yeah.
exactly. All right. Well, Mayor Eric Adams is opting out of New York City's Democratic primary and is running for re-election as an independent. The maneuver offers Adams more time to recover from the reputational fallout tied to corruption charges that Trump's Department of Justice moved to drop. It gives the mayor a chance to connect with the city's growing population of unaffiliated voters and avoid what polls show would be a resounding defeat in the June 24th primary. New York City is home to 3.3 million registered Democrats, 1.1 million independents, and 558,778 Republicans. That's awfully specific.
Yeah. Yes. Who have probably been beaten.
What the heck?
Though,
Yeah.
though Democrats enjoy a major advantage, 220,346 more voters have enrolled as independents over the last 8 years.
Interesting.
Adams said he's sick of political extremes in both parties and believes this election will vindicate that perspective. The mayor is going to set forth policy he believes is right, and he's going to do it with authenticity, regardless of whether it's coming from the Trump administration or coming from traditional Democratic leadership, his close friend and advisor Frank Carone said in an interview. He is the mayor of New York City, not the mayor of the Democratic Party. Carone and the mayor emphasized the successes they believe have been drowned out by a period of chaos and scandal at City Hall. A drop in crime, more housing construction and private sector jobs, improved tourism numbers. They proactively tout the mayor's decision to cut municipal services, an unpopular move at the time, as evidence Adams is courageous and sensible, giving the city's strong bond ratings. New York is just objectively in a better place today than it was January 1st, 2022, when the Adams administration began, Carone said. When the people of New York focus on that and not the rest of that noise, then I think you're going to see a different tone coming out of the voting public. Mr. Tracy, you live in Texas. Do you agree with his assessment about New York City?
Exactly. I not a fan, but he has done a pretty good job from what I hear. And it's a very smart political move. You gotta separate. You gotta go. You gotta get away from the political mumbo jumbo, because Biden, of course, threw the charges at him. Trump's removing them. He's cutting right down the middle. It's a smart play. I would definitely advise him. Good job. Very smart play, because you're getting people to think, and his track record's pretty good, especially with a crackpot governor. He's still been able to do some things.
Yeah.
She's a lunatic, and he's making things better. So good on him.
Yeah.
I think it's a good play.
Yeah, I completely agree with that. I mean, granted, I have to caution my own self, put the anti-lock brakes on. He is a politician. He's trying to save himself from potentially not being on the ballot. But the party left him. The party left him a long time ago. And really, when he was told to be a good Democrat, Eric,
That was said to him.
that was said to him as if he was like, okay, we're going to put our thumb down on you and you can't think for yourself. Bravo on him to say, you know what, F you, I'm going to run as an independent. You guys have left me. What a way to be authentic, right? I mean, for him to present himself in an authentic way, guys. I mean, and granted, again, he's a politician. He's trying to do what's best for him. But if he's able to capture that growing independent market, Steve, those numbers are amazing in New York City. That's incredible to see the amount of independents that have registered in that. So it's like, if he can grab that, that's a chance for him to really showcase. And especially if you have Andrew Cuomo that's thinking about running as the mayor of New York City. We don't need that POS anywhere near that.
If they vote him in as mayor,
Yeah, they're
Oh,
lost.
they have lost their damn
they
mind.
deserve whatever
Yes,
happens
yeah,
to them
absolutely.
after that.
Yeah.
That's
Absolutely.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's good. It's good on him. I mean, a lot has happened in his life, obviously, with the whole indictment charges. And of course, now they've been dropped and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, I mean, people want authenticity in their politicians. They're sick and tired of the games. They're sick and tired of being lied to. They're sick and tired of all the bullshit. They want to hear what you have to say. What are you behind? How can you make this city better? How can I live my life without having to look over my shoulder? That kind of a deal that I don't have to conceal anymore. That would be great if I could do that. So if he could do all those kinds of things, project and explain his positions well, he's got a great chance. He's got a real good chance, I think, at re-election.
Well, I mean, certainly he clearly has the right idea in terms of, well, I got to look out for what's best for the city. So when Biden's like, hey, you could take in all these people who snuck into the country illegally and house them in New York. And he's like, no.
Yeah.
That's not good for New York City.
Yeah.
And then magically these corruption charges appear. It's just,
Yeah.
interesting how that works.
Yeah.
Shocking.
Yeah.
I didn't see that coming.
No.
Yeah. I'm with you, Matt. I think this is cautious optimism that he's kind of seen the light. I mean, obviously he was doing the right thing, at least on that front previously, but you know, is he really just trying to save his political career at this
Most
point?
likely.
Probably.
Most likely.
Yeah. Yeah. I would say so. I mean, you don't do that without making some sort of a calculation. And if your base isn't there, well, you got to go find a base somewhere. And, you know, he's certainly signing over to people that are disenfranchised on both sides of the aisle. And I love his campaign manager basically saying, we're tired of the extremes on both sides. Amen. Hallelujah. Praise the Lord. I mean, let's go. Let's go back to that middle center ground where we can talk and have a discussion like we are all having. Despite the fact that Steve is a far right extremist and
Whoa. Where the hell did that come from?
And I'm a left-wing lunatic. Sorry. No.
Just his Twitter feed.
I was just about to trash Beetlejuice. I don't know what the...
Joking. Come on.
Well, I mean, he's one of the few who have kind of been like, all right, I'm fed up with stupid and stereo. Let me kind of bring this back towards the center. So saving his political career in that way is a little bit better than, I was going to say, Beetlejuice, who was like, I think I'm going to change districts because
no, absolutely.
Because I don't think those voters are going to vote for me. I don't know why. I just have this hunch in my brain.
Because you suck at life.
Yeah. Well, she can't help it. I mean, you know, she was being taken advantage of at that play. I can't, you know.
She can help it by not running for political office.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doing us
You're
all a
back
favor
in
on
your
that.
dungeon.
Right, but that's there she's playing geographical games. She's just moving around to manipulate the base. Whereas this guy is like, you know what? This party, I'm done with you, and I'm not joining the Republicans. I'm just gonna,
Yeah.
you know.
It kind of makes me wonder, like, of the three of us. I mean, you know, I've kind of been sometimes disillusioned with the Republican Party, kind of flirted with independence. Have you guys ever thought that way before?
I was a registered independent up into 2020 when I moved to the Republican Party.
Oh, there you go. Okay. Steve? I mean,
it's constantly, but you don't get to vote in a primary.
Yep.
yeah.
If you're not with one of the
And that's kind of why I did it.
Yeah. My fear.
I don't want to choose the slop. Just give me the slop and I'll choose it. That was kind of my.
Oh, there you go.
That was kind of.
My fear is that as an independent, like, you would get both mailings. Like, your mail would be doubled for both Republican
Well,
and
just move
Democrats.
to Texas because I don't get shit.
Oh,
They
there you
don't
go.
send. You're not allowed to send shit out.
Lucky you.
Yeah, you're not allowed.
You-
Like it's against the law basically. To
Oh God.
Oh wow.
the only thing they have is there's signs, but there's laws for that too. Like
John, you would not believe the stack of mail
I don't.
that
get
I had
any-
to throw out with
I
all
have
these
not
ads.
gotten political mail since I moved to Texas.
God bless
Lucky
you.
you.
Wow.
Holy crap.
Oh, Steve, I can only imagine it was bad for you. I'm sure.
Oh yeah, it was bad, and I get both still anyway, because you know the other side's always trying to sway you to their
Yeah.
side.
Yeah,
So
sure.
They'll send you. So I get tons of it, which is such a waste.
So
And,
funny because like I only got one side. I only get the conservatives. I only get the Republicans.
Well, they know
And when
they
I
nailed-
go to
they know they
when I-
nailed you a million years ago.
right.
and when I go to vote, I have to walk in like I'm gonna punch somebody in the face if they talk to me because
Oh.
you got people
Oh, yeah.
like, hey, do you
They're
need a
coming-
ballot? Do you need a ballot? Do you need a ballot? I'm like, no, I
Yeah.
don't need a ballot.
No, I'm
Shut up.
perfectly
Yeah.
fine. I know what I'm doing.
Yeah. When I get in the booth, I'll have a ballot. And guess what? I'll make my choices then. I don't need you to make your suggestions.
Yeah.
I'm not one of those automatic pull the R or the D lever.
There you go.
You know. So, well, we'll see how it goes in New York City if Eric Adams actually continues as the independent and actually wins the election, or if the people up there, you know,
Lose
do
their
something
damn
stupid like
minds.
vote for Cuomo. And I mean, they do root for the Yankees and Mets.
Well, at least they have the Giants and Jets to fall back on.
No.
Oh, wait a minute. That's
they
right.
don't.
They suck.
Okay, I think I've got it.
Okay.
So the statute says a person is guilty if he pretends for gain or lucre, whether men get paid,
Okay.
it's their job,
Yep.
to tell fortunes or predict future events,
Yep.
Huh.
by cards, tokens, inspections, by consulting the movements or of the heavenly bodies or in any other manner.
Huh.
I think that qualifies.
We're rounding
Any
these
other
guys
man-
up like
manner.
MS-13 right now. Let's go.
By the way,
Let's go.
56, 57,
There you go.
58, 59. I'm still not finding any A's. 60, 61, 62.
I think it's gonna hold. I think
I think it's gonna hold,
I
yeah.
think it holds better.
Yeah.
There you go. Well, you keep doing that. John and I will round up the weather people and
That's totally
we
handcuffs.
will deport them to the Arctic Circle.
Handcuffs, shaving all their heads. It's happening. It's happening. Just think MS-13. We got this.
Oh, goodness.
All right,
Oh.
topic 2. No A. President Donald Trump signed an executive order last Monday aimed at ending ticket price gouging for live entertainment. John is secretly going "Yee-hoo" in his brain.
Yeah.
The order directs the Federal Trade Commission, or FTC, to work with Attorney General Pam Bondi to ensure competition laws are enforced in the concert and entertainment industry. It aims to uphold price transparency throughout all stages of the ticket buying process for consumers. Trump's order calls for more rigorous enforcement of the Better Online Ticket Sales Bots Act, a 2016 law that allows the FTC to take action against individuals and companies that use bots to buy concert tickets in bulk and resell them. The issue of price gouging drew heightened attention during Taylor Swift's Eras tour in 2022 when resale prices hit tens of thousands of dollars.
Oh, God.
The sky-high prices caused fierce backlash against Ticketmaster, the country's biggest ticketing website and concert promoter, from lawmakers who accused the company of acting as a monopoly. Get this, though. Live Nation said it supported efforts to reform ticket resale practices. Scalpers and bots prevent fans from getting tickets at the prices artists set, and we thank President Trump for taking them head on. We support any meaningful resale reforms, including more enforcement of the Bots Act, caps on resale prices, and more. Trump's order builds on efforts by the Biden administration to crack down on junk fees in the concert ticket space. I think we talked about this previously. In December,
Yes.
Joe Biden's FTC announced a final rule banning hidden convenience or service fees for concert tickets at checkout. So when you hit the next concert count.
Probably never. I've given up, but I'm glad to.
What's that, Sonny? I can't hear you.
I'm glad to see it because I stopped going to concerts for all these reasons. When you're like, oh, I'll get a concert ticket for this, being in a city or whatever, and you go through checkout and it's like $155. It's like, no.
Yeah.
When it's on the website of the artist, it's $45 ticket or a $35 ticket. You know, it just got so bad.
Well, and the sad part about it is it was a Taylor Swift Eras Tour concert that really pushed it.
And
over
she
the
sets
edge.
normal ticket prices. I don't want. We need no Taylor Swift heat here. Like she's a legitimate artist. Like,
Oh yeah.
Look
She
at
sets a
John
real-
pandering to the Swift.
she sets real prices. I've looked it up. Like, I
you
wouldn't
go.
go see her.
No.
Other than that swim thing she does. I think that's awesome.
Oh, there you go. But yeah, like I mean, you're talking. I think we looked it up. If I remember right, we had we looked it up like a Ticketmaster.
Oh, yeah.
I think it was like $5,500, like all the way up at the top of like
it's ridiculous.
where the Dolphins play. It was like, what the heck are we doing? Like the last seat, like at the last row, the top of the stadium.
I thought that was the Super Bowl, actually, but
Yeah, I think it was the Super Bowl.
Oh, was
yeah.
it the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
Pretty sure it
Okay.
was the Super Bowl.
Okay.
If you pay $5,500 to be at the top of a
Oh.
football stadium for a concert, you literally are there for a selfie going, "We're here!"
Yeah.
And that's what you
And
paid
that's
for.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll look it up here on CK.
Congratulations.
You guys are talking.
Yeah, exactly.
Crazy.
I like the idea, particularly of going after, because I wasn't really aware of this issue, the bots.
Yes. Yeah. Neither
are
was I
used-
until I read the article.
Yeah, the fact that they're using bots to
Mm.
buy a bunch of these tickets together
Mm-hmm.
and then resell them, that's messed up.
Yeah.
And that's
Yeah.
just, that. And I liken it to these investment companies who are buying up, single family residences.
Yes.
Mm.
Yes.
Mm.
Which is decreasing the supply available for people who actually want to live in a home they own.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And therefore drives prices to points where people can't afford them anymore because,
Mm-hmm.
the supply is limited.
Yeah.
This is a similar thing. I don't think it's right to be able to manipulate the market by scooping everything up using bots. I'm kind of surprised that you can use a bot to get through something like Ticketmaster because I feel like lots of websites. I mean, in my job, even when you go into like the patent office website, you got to prove you're not a bot.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
So
Mostly
it's-
everything I do for work, I have to prove that I'm who I am.
Click
with
on all the
authentication.
sidewalks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That looks like a sidewalk. I don't know.
Well, you have like an authenticator. I know for me at work, I got to go through that as well.
I lose on the bicycle one all the time because they always put one behind a parked car, and I'm like, you got me every time with that.
Gosh darn it. Yeah, exactly. No, this is
Get these glasses just past that.
this is really good though. Obviously for the entertainment industry. Hopefully this will calm things down a little bit too in terms of frustration. Ticket prices will start to be modernized a little bit and lowered with all these hidden fees and agendas and that kind of nonsense. But I've never been to like a Metallica concert. I've never been to any of like the concerts you've gone to, Johnny, with like Korn and stuff. I know that's one of your favorite bands.
It used to be, yeah, but yeah.
Oh, you
Been
used
to a
to
few.
be. You've been to a few.
I mean, they're 60 at this point.
There you go. But yeah, I usually the concerts I go to are very highfalutin. Let's just say classical
Ooh.
music, Philadelphia
Which
Orchestra.
I've been to.
Philadelphia,
me too.
Yeah, Philadelphia Orchestra.
There's
Nothing to
no-
sneeze at. No, I mean they're
There's
terrific.
no law that you can't go to both. buddy.
Exactly.
That's right. That's right.
I've seen the Philly Orchestra several times. I've
Yep.
seen Soundgarden several times.
Yes.
Oh, there you go.
You know,
Yeah. You actually saw them. Correct me if I'm wrong, Steve. What was it? Batman '89, playing at the Mann Music Center, and they played there, if I remember
Yes.
right, last
Yes,
year.
that's correct.
Nice.
Yeah.
The only disappointment was right at the beginning, a guy came out on stage just like Batman. I'm like, they're going to have a dude in a Batman costume
Oh,
directing the orchestra, but then he walked off and a regular
That's-
conductor
that's
came on. I'm like, oh,
bullshit.
you blew such a great opportunity. Now,
I demand a refund now.
In fairness, it was really hot that day.
Yeah.
It was like we had tickets for the top balcony, and for safety reasons, because it was too hot, they moved us down.
Yeah.
So to be fair, it probably wouldn't have been too great to conduct an orchestra
Can you imagine?
in a Batman costume.
Oh.
But still, you missed an opportunity.
Yeah.
It would have been cool.
That would have been awesome. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, this is good. This is another good sign. Gosh, we're 2 for 2 on good signs here for Two Noobs today. It's amazing.
Positive episode.
Woo! Why not? Yeah. Woohoo! I'll take
Oh,
it.
we've got 2 topics left to go. we could bring stuff down.
Let me just see here. 254, 255, 256.
Let's totally check it out.
Yeah, still not.
Hey, look, it's gonna rain.
Or publishes by newspaper that he can predict future events. I think we can round up all the newspapers because they put weather.
Oh, there we go.
Oh,
Yep.
There you go.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
I'm coming after you guys too.
740, 741. So I'm not finding any A's. I think you're right on, John. You're right on the money. Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Well, John, since you're there, I think you need to give Matt some bad luck.
That's
Don't do it for gain, and you'll be safe.
that's against what I'm about. No bad luck.
No bad luck.
Right. Okay,
Yeah.
but I am going to
Only-
tell you where to
only
dig for treasure,
positivity.
Oh,
but not for gain.
oh, there you go.
It's gonna rain.
And if you want to dig for treasure for gain, well, I can't help you. But you can go to our website, twonoobstalking.wordpress.com. There you can unearth the treasure that is our old episodes. Watch
Hey!
them.
Woo!
Watch them there without going to YouTube. But if you want to go to YouTube, it'll take you there,
There you go.
which is important because if you want to watch an episode pre 140,
Mhm.
like where you want to hear us trashing Andrew Cuomo.
Yeah.
Oh God.
And
yeah.
who
We're
wouldn't
not
wanna do
lying
that?
to you about anything that the media did.
No, no.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
It will take you to our YouTube channel where we need you to like, share, and subscribe. All 3, not 1,
yeah.
3,
All 3.
3, 3.
106 subscribers out there at Two Noobs Land. Again, thank you very much. We really appreciate it.
Glenn, we missed your comments. Where are they?
Yeah. Did I scare
were
you
you-
off? What happened, man? Did I scare you off? Huh?
Matt's taking the challenge.
Yeah.
He retired.
Come on, Glenn.
He retired from messing with you.
Well, we do have some Eagle stuff planned in topic 4, so that may
Oh, that's
yeah,
gonna bring him
that'll
back.
tick him
That's
off.
gonna bring
Yeah, there you go.
All right, but to bring you back into the fold on the website, on the homepage, there is a box there. If you put your email in, hit subscribe, you will be notified every time I upload a new episode to the website. You would have got a 2 for this week because I downloaded the last 2 yesterday. Or uploaded.
There you go.
I posted
There you
the
go.
last 2.
There you go.
He
Yeah.
tells on himself he's in charge of it.
You gotta whip him. You
Got to take
whip him.
accountability. Hey, I'm taking accountability. Okay, I don't do this for gain or lucre until we get 1,000 subscribers,
I mean,
and then
there's some
maybe
lucre.
Then we'll start
After a
talking.
thousand,
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly. Yeah.
then we'll talk. Then I'll have to shut my mouth about predicting the future.
There you go.
But until that day comes, just
Yeah.
go to our website, twonoobstalking.wordpress.com.
There you go.
All right. Topic 3. This
Yeah.
is your fault, right, Matt?
I
Yep,
think so.
totally.
Yeah.
100.
Yes.
Yeah.
CBS Tooth and Eye News.
First in
Not-
cheek, then in eye.
Right. Drivers are zigzagging down one road in Montgomery Township, and it's not to avoid a pothole. It's a new road designed to get drivers to slow down on Gray's Lane, which has created quite the conversation among neighbors.
Mhm.
I think it's an eyesore. I think it's ridiculous, said William King. Whoever he is, I don't know.
He's probably the one that goes 75 miles an hour on that road.
The traffic calming measure features yellow and white curved lines. Matt's going to post the picture right where, I don't know.
Right.
Middle
There.
Ow!
Stab John in the boob.
Right there. Okay.
Right. It features yellow and white curved lines that run along 2 blocks of the road. They were painted on Friday. A Facebook post from the police department said the new design was in response to neighbors' complaints about speeding drivers. Most drivers stayed within the lines, but not everyone. I mean, right now, everyone is just driving through the middle of it, Lauren Chesterton said, whoever she is.
She's an expert witness.
Hey, you can't do that. What the hell?
Get off my lawn.
She's the Karen standing out on the front line.
Yes, it's just like watching people.
They're the first in line when they show up.
Montgomery Township Police addressed community complaints in a follow-up Facebook comment, saying the new measure was discussed at length with township experts.
That sounds
adding
expensive.
in part, our highway safety officers and traffic engineers have determined that this is the best course of action for the area to ensure the safety of the local residents. Hold on, because this guy, William King, has one more thing to say.
Oh, does he?
He does. And it's, I don't see how this is going to slow down traffic at all. All right, John, you had your hand raised.
Go for it, bud.
William, you're a douche. I can only imagine during this very expensive meeting that they had, they found out that a stop sign cost X amount of dollars, and then the idiot in the corner went, we just paint fucking weird squiggly things to slow down. And that's how they solved this thing.
Exactly.
It's the expensive aluminum for the stop sign that derailed it.
I can actually give you some background as to the stop sign issue.
Oh yeah, okay.
Because you guys knew where I lived with my parents back on right near Abington.
Yep.
And it was a 25-mile-an-hour street, but that stretch of road people did go excessive.
Yeah,
we're going. Yeah.
And so my father had some conversations with. He lived right like across the street from the ward commissioner. Had conversations about that, like, what can we do? And the stop sign was like, well, could we do a stop sign? You cannot use a stop sign, at least in Pennsylvania, as a speed control measure.
Nope. Nope. You can't. It's actually all over the country.
No kidding. Wow.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. So, ergo, we have squiggly lines.
Yes.
But I'm with John. It's totally like Robert Shaw and Jaws sitting in the corner like, y'all know me, know what I do for a living.
Yeah, that's the dude that did it. I mean,
I paint squiggly lines on the road. Farewell and adieu to you, fair Spanish. Speed bumps?
That was a live look into that meeting, by the way.
Right? Yeah, exactly.
Speed bumps?
That would help.
Anybody?
Right?
Anybody?
I mean, maybe it's
although I have a bone to pick on that too.
Too expensive maybe to make. I don't know. I mean,
these are just squiggly lines.
I've mapped out. I found where Gray's Lane is. It is just north of 5 Points in Montgomeryville. So where the Montgomeryville Mall
go
is
there
just
and take
north.
live footage when
You
I'm
should.
on my way back.
You definitely
I'm gonna
should.
drive my truck through it with the squiggly lines.
Definitely should, Johnny.
I have a problem with speed bumps because they installed several years ago some speed bumps on my way to where I play hockey.
Yeah, they're rude.
Yeah.
The speed limit on that road is 30 miles an hour. The speed bumps are rated for 20.
Oh.
You can't give me a speed bump rated for the speed limit on the road.
Yeah.
Like,
it's hard to. I have the same problem in my complex with my work truck. If I don't have we're only supposed to go like 10, 15 because it's a residential area. If I don't get enough oomph to get into my complex, I'm not getting over that thing. And that thing's a big truck. It's just the wheels are just going to hit it. Like, okay, we're here.
Rock back and forth. There's a couple.
We found something.
There are a couple of speed bumps not far from this place, actually, here, gentlemen, over by Walker Road, just kind of back behind the condos here. Same deal. 2 speed bumps, but they're strategically placed. They're basically right as you're coming down the hill or as you're coming up. There is that tendency to want to gun it because you're in the residential. No one's watching you. Who's going to watch you on this kind of? And then all of a sudden you got to slow down and stop, and it's like you're Oh, yeah, that's right. 25 miles an hour because you're in a residential area.
Yeah, slow down.
You know,
Don't
you got
kill
to
anybody.
slow down a little bit because of kids, and you never know what else might pop out and hit your car.
The funny thing about these speed bumps is they're not, most speed bumps that I'm used to are actually made out of the asphalt.
Yes.
Yeah.
They just,
Yes.
make a bump.
Yep.
Yeah.
These were like pieces of, I don't know, rubber or plastic or something that are screwed into the road.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Almost like the neighbors like, you know what? We'll deal with these speeders. And they installed them themselves. And
We'll teach them a lesson. Yeah.
But there's one section of road where they have this speed bump, and they're not like fully across. They're kind of sectional.
Mm-hmm.
They're sectioned so that at a certain angle you could drive right between two of them.
Nice.
Not hit the bump.
That's a victory.
So you hit that instead. That's great.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. Now, looking at the picture, I don't know how that really does much for controlling the speed.
It's changing their eyesight, and that is an actual common thing from the Department of Transportation. That
Maybe the illusion
when
of
you're
it.
you're doing this, you have more tendency to put two hands on the wheel and slow down.
And you're you're making sure that you're
human
going
nature.
through the chicane. Yeah.
Human
I
nature.
could see
That's
that.
why they do those construction barriers and they do the slow construction, and they always make it tight because your first instinct is to pull back. You're not going to be like, oh, I'm going to gun it because it's a small area.
I definitely get that. I hate driving next to those concrete barriers when it's construction zone because I'm always afraid like hell I'm going to scrape my car off.
Oh, yeah. It's the same. The Texas road barriers are no joke. I mean, those things are just
So I just get in it. I just find an 18-wheeler and be like, I'm going to drive with you. 'Cause we're going to die together.
just going to just plow over this thing. We'll be no problem.
I just have this problem that
Yeah.
I'm going to be sick.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right?
I would avoid that area. And then maybe that's what they're trying to do. I would totally, if I had to drive that area every day, I wouldn't want to do.
Oh, you think about the residents now. It's like you got to do that like all the time now.
Yeah.
Especially, and that's a pain. in the
That's going to
ass.
get annoying.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't avoid it if you live there.
Yeah, exactly.
And this piece of shit, Earl, like, he can't go 75 anymore. So.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't even know if it was his name.
Can
I'll
you
look it up.
can you not just drive straight down the middle?
Well,
of
that's what they were doing, and that's why they put these things in.
Yeah.
Because nobody was using the straight lines. They were just like, I'll just go down the middle. And then Karen came out, obviously. She was the first one to talk to.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And she decided that 33 feet on this side and 33 feet on this side are two different things.
Really is
So
amazing.
they made squiggly lines
Yeah.
to satisfy her,
Yeah.
apparently.
Maybe she actually painted the lines and the police were just covering for her.
Maybe. And I think Earl and her are married. Just from the interview that you read.
Well, maybe that, or maybe they're living on opposite sides of Grays and they're just watching.
I think
those
he
cars.
guns it down there every day.
There
And
you
she's
go.
pissed about that Cadillac.
Yeah. How dare
He's
you
got
go
the-
35
I'm
and a
not
25?
only assuming his marriage, his gender, but his car.
He's got the old style Cadillac.
That's
too,
what I'm saying.
Yeah, he's got
The
the
That
big,
he can't
long
fit
boat.
in the actual road. He has to get in the.
he's got the Morty Seinfeld
Yes.
car,
Yeah.
Cadillac car.
Like-
Yeah.
And he's driving it like this.
You
And they
bought
can't
me
do
a
the speed
Cadillac?
bumps because he's like real low. He's a low rider. He's like,
There's no way he could stop with a speed bump. He'll just hit his hydraulics and go right up.
what the hell?
Earl, you're a criminal.
Oh goodness.
And we slide right into topic 4. We'll find out first where Matt is in his count.
998, 999, 1,000. John,
There you go.
I gotta give you a fist bump. Nice job. There you go.
All right, now find the next one.
1,001.
We're done.
I'm done.
I guess once you get to 1 million,
You're back on it again.
You're back on it again?
yeah, because you won't get back to an A until you get 1,001,000.
Oh, I can't wait to fact check you on that. No.
I think he's right.
I think you're right, though.
Yeah, I think he's
I
right.
think you're right.
course I'm
You have to get to a
One-
million, and then you have to get to 1,001,000,
Yeah.
which Trump would consider a failure. Because why not have 2,000?
Because why not, right? Oh my gosh.
Right. All right. Well, so topic 4. What is this? Eagles posted this originally.
Well, yeah, the Eagles posted this on their social media, actually on their Instagram, and they had a choice for their fans to make. Which one of the 9 jerseys that you see here, which 3 would you want to have in the jersey rotation, basically? And so that kind of got me thinking. Well, why don't
So
we?
we're going to take it to 11. We're going to do it for all 4 Philly sports.
Yeah.
teams.
Exactly.
Yes,
We're going to do it for the
because why
Eagles, the Phillies, the Flyers, and the Sixers.
Okay. So we want to pick 1 home jersey,
Yep.
1 away jersey, and
One alternate jersey.
alternate.
Exactly.
And I think because what's the rule? NFL. Well, we'll do it for each.
Yeah.
What you call it? League. But the NFL is home, white, or road.
Yeah, it's home. Home is usually the white or the colored jerseys or whatever. The road.
Well, it's white or colored. Which one is it?
Well, it depends on really.
I don't think it matters. I think you just get to choose. I
Yeah.
don't think
Oh,
the NFL
okay.
has.
I think
one
it's
of
up
them,
to
yeah.
the. I think it's up to the home team.
Yeah.
Ultimately, I think.
Oh, okay.
We'll have to look that
All
up
right,
in
so
post, but-
because I was going to say there's 4 white jerseys on here, but I
Yeah.
guess you're picking a color scheme.
yeah, color scheme.
White with gray pants, white with black pants.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Okay.
So,
All right, so why don't you run us through the 9 options we have here? And
Yeah,
then,
so-
I'll tell you why I'm right and you're wrong.
Nice.
so upper left is Randall, of course, white with the gray pants. Of course, Kelly green helmet. 2, Saquon Barkley, all white with the green helmet, the midnight green helmet. 3 is Reed Blankenship. That's black pants and I believe a black helmet with white and the green numbers. 4 is what they wore in the Super Bowl. So you had the green helmet with the green jersey and the white pants. 5 is your throwback to the Kelly green that Jalen has there. Kelly green helmet, Kelly green jersey, and then your black or your silver with your green and white. That's really sharp. Really love that. 6 is just the reverse of 3. The only difference is you have a green helmet instead. 7, very rare that they wore this, all green. Green helmet, green jersey, green pants with black stripe. 8 is black with black with black. So you've got black helmet, black jersey, black pants with the white stripe. And 9 is you've got a Kelly green with your black jersey and green pants. So that is the choice. And I guess I will kick it off to the guy that is wearing a Kelly green Eagles hat right now. John, what would be your 3 of the 9 that you see here that you would want to keep in the rotation full time?
I am a big believer that we should go back to the Kelly green, white, and gray, and ditch the other stuff. So I'll pick the white for the white jersey, white, number 1,
okay.
number 5,
Okay.
and then my all-time favorite combination ever as a throwback to Jeffrey Lurie and the Eagle colors, go the all green with the black stripe. It's number 7.
Number 7.
Yeah, I'll keep that one as
Really?
my alternate because
Wow.
it's
So kind of like your color rush type of thing.
yeah, totally.
okay.
Like I like the black, but I would actually, if I went back to Kelly green, I would like kind of homage to the
Nice. Okay. I like
to the
that.
Super Bowl stuff.
Mr. Steve.
That's
Murray.
that's only 2.
No, he gave me 3. 1, 5,
the
and
white,
7.
Yeah,
Oh,
1, 5,
1, 5,
yeah.
and 7. Yeah.
I want the traditional Kelly green, white, and green.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Steve,
All right.
what do you think there, bud?
No black helmets.
Okay.
Okay, fair.
It's got to be green. So
Yeah.
that eliminates what? 3,
3 and 8.
Yes.
3 and 8.
Yeah.
9 is a green helmet.
I would call that a green helmet. Yeah,
Yeah.
because they wore the
Yeah.
green with the black
That's
helmet.
Donovan. They never had a black helmet with him.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So 3 and 8 are eliminated.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of 7.
Yeah, I don't remember that at all.
I remember it from Madden. I think they only wore it like 3 times,
Yeah.
like the whole time.
Yeah.
And 9, I'm not a huge fan of either.
Okay.
I think it's too dark.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You need to if you've got a dark, I like to have something to make it pop more, and that just doesn't. It's a shame they don't have like a black jersey with like gray pants.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Um. So let's see. We don't have white with green pants. That's interesting.
Isn't that interesting? Yeah.
We did it one time, but we don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I couldn't find any, but I mean, this is what the Eagles had posted. So,
Right.
yeah.
Right. All right. So I want 5 as my alternate,
Okay.
Okay.
and I think I'll go 2 and 4.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Okay. So very similar to what they wore this year,
Yeah.
Yes.
which
So-
isn't bad. Which isn't bad at all.
Yeah, essentially like no black pants for you, basically. So you have white, and then you have your silver pants.
Yeah, I just think I like if you look at, I guess the comparable would be 2 and 6.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Because the main difference there is the pants. I just think 2 looks sharper than 6.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right.
That's all.
Okay. For me, straight across 4, 5, and 6. That would be my
Okay.
the color scheme. So what they wore down the Super Bowl, perfect. The Kelly green, I absolutely love. That's a great
Yep.
homage, the throwback. And yeah, the black pants are fine. I have no problem with that. White
So
with
they,
white
if-
stripe,
when they white jersey, they go black pants. When
Yeah.
they go green jersey, they go,
They go
get
white
it. Yeah,
pants.
that's pretty cool.
kind of like a little bit.
I
of
like that.
Yeah, a little bit of that. So I'm right. Steve's wrong. Next.
Oh, wait a minute. We picked 2 of the same 3. The only difference was 2 and 6.
Oh yeah, that's true. And I can't seem to advance the slide. I don't know what's going on here. Come on, technical difficulties.
That's stupid Mac you have.
Yeah. I don't know what's going on here.
Because it's not a Google slide.
Here
There
we
you go.
There we
Found
go.
it.
All right, so now we move.
All right.
Now we move on to the Sixers.
Okay.
So the Sixers, you've got this is
Yeah.
Dr. J, all white,
Yep.
very classic blue Sixers, blue number, basically with the red, kind of like tackle twill. Chuck, that was the color rush, I guess you could call it.
That
with
was
the
Fat Chuck.
Fat Chuck with the blue stripes going all the way across the Sean Bradley jerseys. AI, your black Sixers, basically the script with the hoop going through it. Yep.
I think they're bringing that back next
Are they really?
I
Oh
hope
wow.
so. They
they
have it
are.
in the they have it in the 2K25 video game.
Oh wow.
You can wear it with the team.
Well, that doesn't mean squat.
No, I know, but they do, and that's I they constantly wear them.
Yeah. Then you have the Jerry Stackhouse Sixers logo. So you had basically kind of like Sixers red jerseys primarily, but then it was kind of like a
They were so
blue
bad.
with white. I
Are
think.
we really calling this the Jerry Stackhouse era? Like, come on.
Well, it kind of is.
Seriously.
Moses, of course, the reverse of what Doc wore.
Yeah.
So you're red, white. I always love that classic look. Joel, then you have like the Spectrum throwback. I'm going to call it that in slot
Big
6
fan
there.
of
I think that's what they call it.
Yeah.
Spectrum throwback. This is just the home jersey of Chuck. So, basically white, but it was what I didn't realize it was blue coming
Yep.
from the waist.
Yep.
And then a red
Who is
Sixers going
was
across.
so
Number
bad.
2. I don't know.
No idea.
I couldn't tell you.
He's the other fat guy with Chuck.
Was it Witherspoon? No, Clarence Witherspoon
No, he
wasn't
was
too.
8. He was
He was
8.
8.
Yeah.
Okay.
That guy ate dinner with Chuck. You can tell.
Yeah. And then your typical, here you got the Phila going across blue. I think that's, I guess I would call that I think that's Robert Covington, number 33. I think that's
Most
right.
likely. What is like 9th time he was here?
Yeah, it's 9th time that he was here. So kind of all blue, basically, with white lettering. And then this is Andre Iguodala year. So solid white, solid blue, solid red number for that. So again, John, I'll have you lead off. What would be, again, home, away, alternate?
I'm stuck here because
Does the NBA have a white color rule?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. But I mean, again, same
No,
principle.
white would be home.
I think white is
Yeah,
traditional.
White would be home?
White is home.
Traditionally, yeah.
Yeah. So this is gonna be tough because I like those two. All right, so I'll go Doc as
That's
my
one.
white,
Okay.
Allen as my away,
Mhm.
and then that the news. I'm gonna get me one of these before I leave. The Sixers Spectrum. It's my favorite basketball jersey ever.
There you go.
I love it.
Okay,
To
the
death.
Joel. Yeah, so that would be slot 6. Okay.
Prism.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
love it. It reminds me of my childhood. Just looking at it makes me smile.
Yeah, and the color.
And
I
I
mean,
can't say that about many jerseys.
And the
Like, I look at it, I'm just.
I love the spectrum color scheme
Yeah, I
going
just
down
love
the
it.
side.
I absolutely love it.
Yeah, I couldn't disagree with you on that. All right, Steve, what do you got?
Right, you're not working with a lot here, bud.
Yeah.
No. So Chuck and anti-Chuck are out.
That kind of ain't with Chuck. Got
2
it.
and 7 are out. Okay, cool.
Yeah, those are just ugly.
Yeah.
Those
look like some 10-year-old designed it and said, "Oh, look at me."
Howard Katz 101 right there.
Yeah. He really did not want to be here anymore.
He was probably drunk during that meeting.
Yeah, this looks good. Right?
As Chuck was gaining 100 pounds a day.
I hate Chuck. I would say I want the Prism jersey as my home.
As your home.
Nice.
6.
Oh,
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay.
Because I'd want them to wear that one very frequently.
Yeah.
So I think the Allen jersey is my alternate.
As your alternate? Okay.
Yeah, because it doesn't match the color scheme.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because at least the Prism one is still red, white, blue. The spectrum colors are in there. But
Yeah.
it's primarily a red, white, and blue jersey.
Yeah.
So for if I can zoom in on this. It's between really the Stackhouse and Malone Reds
Okay.
for away.
Yeah.
And I think Malone's you can actually read Sixers.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Yes, big time.
Yeah.
Big time.
Yeah.
Like I don't get like the Stackhouse one. It's like white
That was
in the middle,
Yeah.
blue trim, and then white trim around the blue trim.
This is
Yeah.
before Photoshop, so these guys, they just stuck it on there like, fuck it works.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So I'll go Stackhouse, Joel with the alternate being.
Oh, I liked it. All yours say Sixers too. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah. With the
Phila is dumb. I don't like
Yes.
Phila.
Yeah, I
Phila-
completely agree with you.
Yeah, Phila was pretty much like going way back when they first showed up. I think is when they moved.
Oh yeah,
from
because they were
Syracuse.
stolen from Syracuse.
Syracuse, yeah, exactly. Yeah, I tend to agree with you guys. I love
It's
the
my favorite.
Spectrum
It's
throwback
absolutely my
jersey.
favorite.
I think that's got to be in the full-time rotation for sure. I'm too classic. You know, when I think of the Sixers, I think of Dr. J, and I think of how just beautifully simplistic their jerseys were. It made me like I love it, and so I'm gonna go with the Sixers red, the Moses one going up against Kareem there. That's got to be in the rotation.
Oh, did I misspeak? I meant to say the Moses one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what we thought you said. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Because
Yeah.
I think when I said Stackhouse Embiid,
I think you and I
think it was Moses Embiid.
Yeah, and I
yeah,
think
yeah.
you and I are in agreement, Steve. I think you're right. I think this is a great alternate, good throwback as well to the Pac Roche era. Good times back then as well.
I also like the wider shoulders
Yeah,
as opposed to like the thin bra strap
Yeah.
totally. Yeah.
wife beater jersey.
So that's your Sixers. Let's move on to the Flyers here. And so,
Oh, you had to put the freaking pants one in.
yeah, I gotta
God
throw
damn.
way back in the alternate. So,
there.
Stadium Series 2019. Steve, you and I went, of course, that game. That was probably the best game I've ever seen live. Coming back from the Penguins 3-1 down to win it 4-3 in overtime. That was wonderful. You had the Winter Classic jersey against the Rangers in 2012. The old Cooperall jerseys from 1981-82, which I don't quite understand why,
So
but
bad.
yeah. Then you had Steve's favorite, the sports bra jersey from 2008,
No
9,
thanks.
and 10.
Does it not look like he's got breasts?
It does.
He's
It does.
covering up.
Then you have the classic Legion of Doom, Eric Lindros with your orange, which they ultimately retired. I did not know this until I looked it up. They retired this jersey.
Wow.
which was
What
shocking.
jersey?
This version of the jersey, they retired it,
Oh, I
basically.
see.
So you have like your burnt orange with the black trim and the white going away across with the orange socks. I mean, that's fantastic. Then all black, of course. You know, one of our favorite alternates from John LeClaire there, all
Yep.
black all the way straight down.
Well, it was originally an alternate, but then it became their
Yeah, the
Yep.
road.
their
It was their road jersey.
was it the road or
Yeah.
because they switched at one point the NHL flip flopped from white at home to color
Yeah.
at home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think
think
it
they were
was
the
like,
home.
yeah, it was their home like after a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. And then here was one of their alternates that they experimented. It was one of their very first alternates after all of the copy and paste templates that they had over the last
Yeah, that was
couple
the
of
one where
years.
you could barely see the P.
Yep.
It was like shiny.
Yeah. Kind of like a 3D look to the Flyers the emblem. And then, of course, the old Spectrum, you know, your typical orange with the, you know, all the
Is
way
that
straight
Pelly
across.
Eklund?
That is Pelly
Okay.
Eklund. And then, of course, the other stadium series that they played at 2018 against the Penguins in Pittsburgh, all black with your orange stripe, kind of right through the middle there. So in this time, I'm gonna go with Steve, the resident Flyers expert here, my favorite co-host, of course, on Men in Orange and Black. Check that out. Steve, what do you think? Which ones would you keep in the rotation? Which 3 would you keep?
All right. Well, the one top left is right out.
Yeah, we couldn't see
Yeah.
No.
who was what
No.
in that game. That was
It's
horrible.
god awful.
Yeah, that was really bad.
And the same thing for bottom right.
Okay, so you're ditching
Okay.
both
Yeah.
stadium
Yeah,
series.
because you
jerseys.
can't.
Yeah.
'cause you can't see it in here.
Yeah.
But the numbers on the back are black,
Yeah. They're god awful.
which is stupid.
Yeah.
And I hate it.
Yeah.
Let's see. Sports bra is out.
Oh, come on. Really?
Yeah, it's out. It's hideous. I hate it.
We're moving around.
It was
here.
also. It wasn't just. It's not just that it's shaped like a sports bra. Those jerseys, when they first came out, were like tight fitting.
Yeah, they were
they
not
were.
comfortable.
Yeah.
Remember, there was like, oh yeah, we're trying to get streamlined. And so it was. They were tight fitting jerseys, and there was like skin, you know, like a layer of skin
Thanks.
instead of. I like the flow.
Yes.
I like the jerseys that dangle in the wind as you're skating 20 miles an hour. That was just a no.
Yeah.
The Billy Barber one, I can't do it because of the pants.
Yeah.
Straight out. All right.
Okay.
So your orange jersey, Lindros.
Yes.
Got to bring that back, right? Bring
Because
that
that's what it should be.
Yes.
Bring that back out of the moth. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Moth.
Away jersey, the white, because there's the only white one left, is Spelly Eklund.
that didn't just get abused.
Yeah. There you go. Okay.
And so the alternate, it's got to be the black.
Oh, wow.
Got to be the black.
So all old school, basically.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, you're doing all
Yep.
the old school. Okay.
I mean,
John?
I love those Winter Classic ones, the
Yeah.
top middle.
Yeah.
Those are really nice. I really
Mhm.
like them. But the black is like,
Yeah, I 100% agree with you. I'm going with the exact same combination.
Are you really?
I love the ones up above the Lindros,
Mm-hmm.
but they don't fit into. Like, I need a home, away, and an alternate. Like, I don't want to. Those don't fit with those two. So
yeah.
I
The
would rather-
orange is completely different.
Yeah,
Yeah, it totally is,
I would
yeah.
rather streamline the 3 oranges like you did, and that just
So you're all going old,
Yep.
all
Yep.
back to when we were all growing up in the 90s.
Yep.
Interesting.
I think they had the best jerseys, which was hilarious because we all wanted them to change them a million times. And now we're older, we're like, yeah,
It's like, oh damn, we
let's
should
get
all
this
go back. Yeah.
Well, you know what? The black ones were cool when they came out.
They
but
absolutely
when they
were.
made them regular,
Yeah.
you kind of got tired of it. I
Yeah.
think they work better if you only wear them a few times. a season,
100% agree.
Yeah. I would agree with that.
Right?
I would.
So
I mean,
that
yeah, I would say for me, probably, I would want to keep the Winter Classic in, and not the black
Okay.
one,
Okay.
and not the black. I think just the middle, all straight down here.
Okay.
You know, because this reminds me so much of the 80s,
Yeah.
obviously, the 80s teams, right, Johnny? And then, I mean, my God, whenever I see that jersey, I instantly think Eric Lindros. Him barreling down,
Yeah, it's the best. It's the best.
it's
jersey
the
I think they
best
ever had.
jersey
Yeah.
combination they've ever had on the road. And if that were to be at home, can you
and now
imagine?
it's a home.
Yeah. Now it's at
Yeah.
home. Yeah.
I mean, they're trying to bring it back, and it's great to see. But damn it, those
It's close, but it's not that.
it's not
Yeah.
that. It's not this. Yeah.
That just has a pop to it that,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, it's just different.
And then I just think they finally got it right with a good alternate. I understand like the orange is it's lighter.
They absolutely got that right. That's a good jersey.
Yeah. I think that would be a great alternate. You throw it up every once in a while. And for a while, I think in one season they did have it as their alternate. So I would want to keep that in the rotation for sure. But yeah, I would ditch both stadium series. And reluctantly, I would have to get rid of this. It's like everyone wears black now. That's the only problem. That kind of deal. I guess I would want to be a little bit different. That's just my personal opinion there. And finally, guys, to close out,
Oh, Jesus.
we're talking Phillies. So you got your spring.
Wow, you picked some hideous ones.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's a little bit of everything here. So you got your spring training Phillies red, which they ditched in favor of this hideous one that's down in the lower bottom.
I much want that red back.
Right, Steve. Anyway, your powder blues, of course, which they brought back. Then you have your cream Phillies.
That's the
logo.
Sunday jersey.
Yeah.
Right?
Your Sunday
Yep.
jersey. Yep. Your classic road grays. Of course, they've had that for years. Your Phillies pinstripe. Obviously, your standard home jersey. Then for one god awful season,
Yes, I
in the
remember
late
this.
'70s,
I remember this.
they went all burgundy.
Yep.
Wait. What do you mean late 70s? That's Zach Eflin.
Well, yeah,
Well, they brought it back. the
they
one
brought it
time.
back for
Yeah.
one game, and they thought, "Oh God, no, we can't have this ever
It was
again."
awful.
Yeah.
It was awful the first time. I don't even know why they brought it back.
Then, of course, what we grew up in,
Yes.
your Phillies,
That was the jersey.
Von Hayes. Yep.
Yep.
Then the hideous City Connect jersey, which I saw
Which-
in person.
Which, by the way, they were wearing them tonight. When they're in them and it's up close to the person, they don't look as bad as they do when they're playing with them. It's really weird. Like when they're like in the dugout, I'm like, they look pretty good. And then
You're just,
when they
John, you're
get
just-
in that like fielding, it's like that doesn't look as good as it does when they're walking.
Yeah. Now it's bad.
No,
I think
it's
they
bad.
designed that on a mannequin and went, that works. Because when nobody's moving, it's fine.
It's only when you walk, right?
As soon as someone makes an athletic mud, it just meshes colors.
At least we're not the only ones with hideous versions of this.
Yes.
The Washington Nationals.
Oh,
Oh my God.
Yeah.
It took us when I was at my parents' house with my brother. We were watching the game, and when we all realized that it's the Metro line
Yeah.
that was there, it's because my brother used to live in DC.
They mapped it on
It's
the.
like, oh
yeah.
my God, that's even worse.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, it took me a while. I'm like, wait, I thought they were playing the Nationals.
Yeah.
Those are,
Why is this the San Diego Padres of 1992?
right?
The last one, of course, is their 89 Road, which they went gray, believe it or not, but they still kept a lot of the traditional coloring back then. So, Steve, which ones would you keep? Which three?
All right.
That was
I
awfully long.
prefer the cream ones to the pinstripe.
Oh,
So
okay.
that'll be my home.
Okay,
Wow.
I like it.
Interesting.
The gray.
Yep.
to the
Road
left,
gray.
That'll be my road.
Yep.
Classic. So it really comes down to the alternate. And I think I would go the powder blue.
You go with a power blue.
Yeah.
Yeah. Johnny, what do you think?
Going powder blue,
Okay.
pinstripe.
Yep.
Powder blue. No, alternate pinstripe. The
Oh,
Von
this
Hayes
one,
days,
the
yeah.
Von Hayes one.
The
Oh.
ones I grew up with. Like that was
Yeah.
their pinstripe.
Okay.
I want them back.
Yeah.
And the cream is my alternate.
As
because
your
it's-
alternate.
It's a phenomenal jersey.
Wow. Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to ditch all Phillies, that stupid P. I can't stand
Oh gosh.
it. I have a tattoo that has.
Dad, I'm sorry. That's sacrilege. I know that's horrible.
Wait. What stupid P are we talking about here?
The one that they wear in their
The
home
current
away.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah. The
So the current P. You hate the
Yeah,
current P.
I've never liked it.
Yeah.
Which is the old P. It's the same as the one from the 50s.
Yeah, I don't like it. I thought they got the P right then, and they should have kept it.
So for me, there are two jerseys here that would instantly burn in the trash.
Yes.
It's pretty simple. The
But would
burgundy.
you burn Bryce Harper if he was standing still? Probably not.
Yeah, no.
He is standing still in the picture.
He's admiring a home run. Is what he's doing. I would bring back the red Phillies jersey. I know that's controversial.
I don't like it. I don't like it at all.
I would want Red October. Come
No,
on,
it's too much.
Red
Too much.
October.
It's like you're telling me that one sucks, and then you want to bring it back. In
Yeah.
a different spot.
I was gonna say the same thing.
Nah, you're both.
It's half. It's exactly half of what you have a problem with on Zach Eflin there.
Nah, I don't think so.
Poor Zach.
I don't think so. If anything, that's got to be the spring training jersey. I would totally agree with you guys.
Oh yeah,
I don't give a crap
I don't
if it's
care.
spring training.
Dude, I love when they during whatever that where everybody gets drunk. St. Patrick's Day.
St.
I love
Patrick's
when they used to wear the.
Yeah,
I
the
look
green
forward
shirt.
to that day.
Yeah.
Oh, they're wearing green for no reason. I didn't make them play any better.
You know what I would do though? I would go. Okay, so that would be spring training for your, whatever. Powder blue for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Home red or home pinstripe here, but I would go this for the road.
Okay.
The old John Kruk Phillies P gray, that kind of a deal. I would get rid of, because this one's been around since
It's been around for a
1993.
while,
It's been
yeah.
around for a long time. I think, like, why not do a throwback on the road? I think that would be really cool if they threw that into the rotation. But keep everything else. Like, you have your powder blues and you have your home and away. But definitely no City Connect and no burgundy red.
What do you
Oh
think
my
about the
God.
cream color?
I don't hate it. I don't.
I kinda
I have
like
no.
it.
Fine
I
with it.
prefer it to me pinstripe. Is
I
my
do. Yeah,
personal
me
opinion.
too.
I'm not
I'm
a fan
shocked
of
by this. Wow.
pinstripes.
Yeah.
I like that they
It's very
finally got
gangster.
the blue helmet.
Okay.
Once they got the blue helmet,
It pops
fixed
more.
everything for me.
Yeah.
Because they had the hat, but then they would wear their normal batting helmet. It was like, can't they have a normal helmet?
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
Oh.
So I picked the cream as my home jersey.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mhm.
But the home hat has to be the Fanatic hat.
Oh
There
yeah.
you go. There you go.
Yeah.
Blue Fanatic hat.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's one of their better ones for sure. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
For a good alternate helmet or for a good alternate hat. That's for sure.
I can't think of a home hat that I like. I have 20 of them.
I didn't think their standard P is fine. It doesn't. I think the alternate though of the Philly Fanatic is fantastic. I think that's
I
great.
think it's good.
I think you could do something a little bit too with that, with the Liberty Bell, for sure. You could do something like that. Maybe if you had that, because the City Connect has like the Liberty Bell listed, but it has that hideous coloring. If you get that, like maybe in the red and the white and the blue, you're
I
good to go.
still don't understand. It's like
It makes no sense.
let's pick colors that are
I wish I knew.
totally non-Phillies.
The
Yeah.
kids like it, though. The kids like it.
I don't get it.
Kids are dumb.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't get it.
Don't get it.
Yeah.
Don't get it. You're forbidden by Two Noobs.
Yeah, get off my lawn.
Yeah. All right.
And
well,
off
that
his
does it.
lawn.
Yeah.
And that other guy.
Yeah, exactly.
And that Karen over there.
Yeah.
I wasn't pointing the mat. Just for editing purposes, he would know.
Exactly.
He's not pointing to it.
Okay, that does it for episode 236 of Two Noobs Talking for Gain or for Lucre. Until next week, we'll be back with more fortune telling. But until then, get out.